At the New York International Auto Show, Subaru introduced its new Impreza line, including the hatchback and sedan. Now, this was a pretty refreshing introduction. So after a day of hearing about cars with more horsepower, we heard about one with less horsepower, but significantly more fuel economy. In fact, Subaru is promising that this car makes a 30% improvement in fuel economy. And that's very good news, because while we liked the previous Impreza in our testing, its key criticism was the fuel economy. Partly not surprising because of the all-wheel drive system, but Subaru has found a way around that, introducing a new 2-liter engine. This has 148 horsepower, down from 170 before, and it's going to enable the car to get 27 miles per gallon in the city and 36 on the highway. That'll make it the most fuel-efficient all-wheel drive car available. The car has a number of other improvements too. You'll see that the wheelbase is increased an inch, and what this does is it allows for a little bit different interior packaging. The rear seat's always been a little snug in Subarus, particularly Imprezas, but here we find it's a little bit more comfortable. Another change for the 2012 model year is that the Impreza has a sharper rake to its windshield. This makes the outward view a little bit different than it was before. Now, another key benefit of the change of proportions is that it's easier to get into the car. Now, once inside, this new Impreza feels rather familiar, but there are some differences. Now, one of the most important and key to the story here is the transmission. It looks like an automatic transmission from the shifter, but it's actually a continuously variable transmission, a smaller version of the one that's used in the new Legacy and Outback. And in those cars, it made a significant contribution to the fuel economy. Here, you're allowed to shift with paddle shifters if you want a little bit more engaging driving experience, and when you do so, the transmission is programmed to simulate a 6-speed automatic. Now, the car is also available with a manual stick shift if you prefer to do the gear changes yourself. With the 2012 Impreza, Subaru has improved upon its formula, taking a good car and addressing some of the known criticisms with it, improving access, making the rear seat a little bit more spacious, and addressing fuel economy right at the time when buyers are looking to save at the pump. We look forward to buying examples ourselves and testing it at the track to see if it lives up to its promise.